Alright, so Facebook Marketplace pulled a V6 out of an El Camino. He said it was an 85. I doubt it was an 85 because it was a carburetor manifold, the twin barrel carbureted. And I didn't know, and shame on me, let me back you up a bit. I didn't know, and like I said, shame on me, that Chevy made two different V6s in the years that they produced carbureted engines. So they had the 4.6 and then a smaller version, and the beagles, my dog's acting a fool. Anyways, the 4.6, and then they had a different, or the 4.3, and they had a different one. And it was like 3.8, I think what it was. And the 4.3 is supposed to use 350 Chevy pistons. I don't know what the other piston's diameter is supposed to be, but the 350 Chevy is supposed to be a 4-inch bore from factory. As you can see, inch, right? It's nowhere near 4 inches. It's supposed to be a 4-inch piston, let alone the bore size. So this may take 305 pistons. It may take its own custom pistons. I don't know. It's a flat top type dished piston. So I haven't gotten into the cam or anything, but the cam looks a little wiped out, to be honest. A little worn down. So I bought this to replace my 4.3 Vortec, and I thought this was a 4.3 when I bought it. I spent $300 on this, all the bullshit for it, and that transmission. And that transmission, I missed one of the bolts out the rear end, and I still separated it, so the casting for the transmission come to. Found a spot to relieve the pressure, put it that way. So now I got to figure out what pistons I can run in these, if I want to change these pistons, or if I want to rebuild this one, or what am I doing with this block. This block might actually be a better block, I don't know. What I'm thinking about right now is just being a really big piece, because the really big piece of shit, because the cylinder walls need honed. They have, you can feel how fucked up it is, and the cylinder walls really just need to be touched up and honed. And I don't think the sleeves are that thick in this thing to go 4-inch. Let's see. On the fuck around, right? Because there's 4-inch, and I would eat that whole sleeve in two. Yeah, I couldn't do 4-inch on this because it would eat that whole sleeve off to do that. So this might be a little more stout of a block. I was going to put pressure to this engine off a turbocharger, because I have a junk turbocharger I was going to use, and I was just going to build a shitty setup, but I was going to do somewhat nice. I was going to put ARP head studs and shit in this just to structurally make it sound, put a comp cam ARP studs and fucking new lifters and rods for this. And I thought about doing high compression pistons and doing I-beam rods, or I mean H-beam rods here, but since this is a smaller one, this is a 3.8. It's probably a better motor, but as a stock form, but I don't think it has the aftermarket support. It's definitely not easy to find, I don't think, because they didn't make as much of them, I'd imagine. But I don't know. I'm not an expert, but this is surprising. 3 3/4. Gonna figure out what I'm doing with this. And I gotta do it quick before the fucking what little sheen it has rusts over, and I really have to fucking hone it out, because if I have to hone it out, I have to take the rotating assembly apart and if I do that, I'd have to replace the bearings and check it and see if I have to get it machined. But right now, all I have to do is get head gaskets and really, honestly, clean it up, get head gaskets, and put my connecting rods back in it and do it really shitty, like kind of like my peripheral port. Just sticking shit together to see if it runs. So, yeah, I got a decision to make. And yeah, I got some looking to do, because these turn, they just won't come out. So, like, it's not a bad core. It's just not what I wanted, really, you know. Because that won't even just pop right out like they're supposed to. I think all of them kind of get stuck on the up. About the same spot too. So I need to clean it up regardless and see what I'm doing. I really need to get to the under part of it, clean up the whole inside the best I can. Take the harmonic balancer off and take the timing set off and clean it, check it, make sure it's still tight and dot to dot and whatnot. So anyways, that's my TED Talk for today.